Oh, now the grid came up.
What's up, Steve?
Ole, ole, ole. Guys, can you hear us? Okay, so we'll start again. Welcome back to the show. Today is February 12th, 2026, and it's 8:32, and you're locked into Checkin Habs, your up-and-coming Montreal Canadiens hockey podcast. If you bleed blue, blanc, rouge, you're in the right place. This is where the breakdown of every current topic of the most legendary franchise in NHL history, your Montreal Canadiens. Pat would probably disagree, but
very much so. I would not say blue, blanc, rouge. Wrong colors there. We're going black and yellow here.
It's gold,
Manny,
by the way. It's black and gold, no?
Black and gold, yellow. Come on. Can't take out the yellow. Manny would agree.
All right, so we
Tony,
stream live every
think...
Thursday, 8:30. So hope you guys join us, subscribe, follow us, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a drop. All right, Habs Nation, grab your jersey, crank up the volume. Let's drop the puck. All right, over here, he's been coming for the last 4 weeks, and he's probably going to come every other week. We got Pat.
Hey, yo, guys. What's up? Good seeing you at home. Go watching on YouTube. Tune in. I'm here every week, almost.
And we got one of the OGs, Tony. Well,
welcome back, guys.
And that's it from Tony. All right, let's see who's here. Steve, you're working hard, Steve. I see you're working hard tonight. Yeah,
where are you
shifting
tonight?
Over here. And we got Mr. C. Miller 2825. He says hi. Hi to you too, buddy.
What's up, C. Mello?
All right, so let's see the talking points of the day. There they are. All right, let's start off with Canada versus Czechia.
So today was day 2 of the men's ice hockey preliminaries. So we had the big game everybody was anticipating. Canada, Czechia.
It was quite the slobber knocker.
Yeah?
No, I wouldn't say it was too physical. Besides, actually, I would say I was expecting more hits from Tom Wilson today, but it was McDavid throwing the body around.
They put him on the line, and McDavid and McKinnon were freaking flying the first 5 minutes.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, "What's going on here?"
See that hit from McDavid?
From McDavid's hit, I was like, I heard someone had, I think it was tweeted that Brad Marchand went up to Wilson and he was like, "Hey, nice hit out there," and Wilson just answers back, "It was McDavid." Kind of, it's like, yeah, no shit. Good work on the line. Just Marchand with his little digs.
There was a lot of people on the fence about how Canada would match up against Czechia because they're a pretty stacked team.
Yeah,
but man, they were dominant from start to finish.
Yeah. I think Canada just showed they exploited Czechia's weakness right now. We thought they were dominant. They got really good goaltending. They surprised me on the goaltending. Defense, they're lacking. And the top line, where's Pasternak? One shot on goal.
That's what he got? He got one shot?
Yeah, he got one shot today. And, if you're going to be on that top line where, they don't have as much depth, nowhere near as much depth as Canada does. Czechia, you got to come in a bit heavier. You got to take a bit more shots on net. I don't know how many shots McDavid, if you want to compare one-on-one shots, it's ridiculous.
Well, when you have a forward-heavy team like Canada, and they're also stacked everywhere else, and they're not only intimidating talent-wise, Canada also came out right off the fly hitting. So, where are you gonna go? They got physical.
You're
plus,
chasing.
with the talent, they had no chance to ever get into the game. Then, on top of it, Canada gets a power play off the bat.
Yep.
It totally threw them off. So there, man, it's hard when the momentum is shifting right away to one side, plus the power play, it's hard to get your feet going,
they were definitely chasing in the first period.
They were they played an almost flawless game.
They had the shots on though. I was surprised. Benny, what did you think of him? He was getting Bennington.
I said it last podcast. I had no issues putting him and starting him. No, look what he did. Last year in the Four Nations.
Yeah, he proved himself in the Four Nations. I think the crucial step was you had to play him in game 1 because that sets the tone. If he doesn't do good, for game 2.
Look, I had no issues with him. I obviously probably, if I was the coach, I probably wouldn't have started him because if I'm basing it on this year's production, the other two goalies, Kemper and Thomas, have better stats. But look at his resume, Bennington, and look at the team he's playing for this year. The Blues suck. So if you put him on a better team, I think he would do good. He's always performed under pressure. He's a Stanley Cup champion. He won the Four Nations. I think Cooper said, I'm going with this guy. And,
definitely. It was definitely between.
It's his game. It's his position to lose now. We'll see who starts tomorrow. But I think.
Who do you think is going to start tomorrow?
I think Thomas.
Thompson. Yeah, I was gonna. If I was the coach, I was expecting Thompson to be in nets today. I thought because he is kind of leading up into this game. If you're going to look at all 3 goalies. Thompson is the guy with the better stats, like you said, going into the game. But thinking, Binney was there in the Four Nations, so what do you do? And he played so well, you got to give him a chance. And if he loses, I would rather see him lose in that game 1 versus Czechia before advancing, and then you set the tone going in to the quarters, because they're going to get to the quarters. You just got to know who's leading the train for you in the G spot.
Exactly. But what did you think of because since the practices, Cooper has been changing the lines. What did you think of the starting lineups today for the game?
Man.
So it's McDavid, McKinnon.
I know there was a switch up on Suzuki. I wasn't sure about how that was going to play out today.
Suzuki played on the second line with McKinnon and Hagel.
No, wait. Did he play with Marchand?
No, Marchand played
on the third line with the fourth line, yeah. Celebrini played with McDavid and Wilson.
And that was Tom good. Wilson. That. Do not touch that line. It's incredible to see. Like I said earlier, Tom Wilson. We were expecting the body coming out of Tom Wilson. That was that line. He was going to drive the hits into the boards, control those board plays. We saw McDavid just laying out more hits today.
I'm not worried if Tom Wilson doesn't work there. Like the key player here right now is Suzuki. Tom Wilson doesn't work there. You can easily put Suzuki there.
Exactly.
You want to put McDavid. You want to put McKinnon and Crosby. Yeah. Take Suzuki and put him back at center on the second line, and he can play with Horvat. He can play with the Hagel. There's so many options. He's the key.
You're right.
And that's why they put him on that second line. You know what I would really like to see?
What?
Is Suzuki play with McDavid. That would be good. Suzuki, McDavid, McKinnon. And,
depending on how this turns out, I think you're going to get your wish. You know why? I think Tom Wilson was put on that top line, and today proving that they didn't need Tom Wilson on that top line for the body hits. McDavid just went out proving, guarantee you're not going to see Tom Wilson on that top line by the end of this.
Maybe I'm sure he's going to be there for U.S. If he's playing in U.S., I'm sure he's going to be.
He's not going to be on the top line. I think that spot is reserved now for that guy who's going to shine. And is gonna, like you just said, if Suzuki shines on his line,
it has nothing to do with shining because I don't have a problem with any player on any of the 4 lines going on the top line. But I'm just saying for the type of player he is, I think he's gonna be the guy who's gonna be put there. I see either there or anywhere. He's so versatile because he's got a 200-foot game. He's good defensively. He's responsible. He's a great playmaker. He can score. But I don't have a problem with Tom Wilson. No. But Brian has a good point. Maybe for the U.S. game, if they play the U.S., we are not sure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that. But I would love to see him play on the same line as Bennett. I would love to see that.
Yeah. What you think of the Marner and Stone line?
Don't touch that line. I kind of like that line. I love the way the chemistry was rolling. It was nice to see Marner shine on that line for once. Like, it was really like, if you want to talk about Stone's goal, it wasn't Stone without Marner on. It was one of the best.
Lift that puck,
saucer. That was sick. That was a sick play.
So saucy, that pass.
So let's get to the
extra
all those
sauce
goals.
on that pass.
Can we talk about those goals? We'll go one by one.
So the first one was a goal that was disallowed by McKinnon. I don't know why they gave Suzuki a penalty on that. It was
the Suzuki tripping. Well, his stick got stuck in the legs. You saw he was trying to get it out. It shouldn't have been a trip, but
whatever. Okay,
it's early in the game, and right, the refs don't know the tone. That's
they're NHL refs.
Yeah, they should be.
I just want to take a little quick break. C. Miller 2825 says, after watching the Canadiens, the U.S. game was slow. I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights. Did you guys watch the game?
No, I couldn't catch the U.S. game. I was busy, but I heard they won 5-1.
Yeah, they won 5-1.
Was it slow?
Well, I think the best takeaway from that game was Matthews' goal. It was this guy's been carrying a monkey on his back. He needs to break out. He needs to shine.
He scored against Latvia. Not to put Latvia down, but it's not an NHL
this
team,
right? It can start a little heat, and it would be nice to see Matthews starting something on the line. And if he starts acting up, it could be dangerous for you. It could be much more dangerous because I mean, if you want to talk about Tkachuk's goal, it wasn't superb.
Guys,
there was nothing really standing.
Their top line is Matthews and the Tkachuks. You compare that line with any of the Canadian lineups, please. No. Montreal has them destroyed on offense.
Montreal.
No. Montreal. Canada has them destroyed.
Checking Canadians that are there.
Yeah. Canada has them destroyed in offense. There's no way they can compete. Their defense, they have a good defensive core, but Canada is strong.
Yeah.
They're strong.
But
C. Miller says McDavid is from another planet. I think we all agree.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
From the start of the puck being dropped, this guy was on a different gear. He was flying. That's why he was able to get that hit right off within the first 2 minutes. Bang! What a check, man! Right on the corner.
Yeah.
So that goal got disallowed. And then they went on. It was a power play, right? No, it was
it was a power play for Czechia. They didn't do much. Canada went on a power play.
No, Canada went on the first power play.
That's right. And that's where we got to see one of the sickest power plays lines I've ever seen in at least the last 10 years. It's insane. Who do you have? You have Makar in the back. You have Bennett. You have McKinnon. You have McDavid.
Is that the one where Makar scored?
And you have Crosby. Yeah.
It wasn't Makar. It was Celebrini. He tipped it.
No, Celebrini. It was a tip. Yeah, it was a tip from
Makar. Did score.
Makar threw in the puck. It was a shot from high, but Celebrini in front of the net. There wasn't much traffic on that shot, but what a great tip. Just put it down in the perfect spot. His stick was in the right spot. Yeah. It's just tic-tac-toe. It was like...
The nicest goal for me was their second goal.
We're going to go to the Mitch Marner one?
No, that was the second goal?
I think so.
Or that was the third goal. The one from
no, the Marner was
from Bennett. No, not Bennett. The one from Horvat. The Marchand pass.
Horvat. Yeah, Horvat.
That was Marchand.
Marchand. That pass was sick, but the goal was even sicker, man. Yeah.
He drew two guys, Marchand. Did you notice how he goes to the boards, drawing two guys to whip the play back into the center?
Because he gave away that he was gonna go a wide pass down down, but he didn't. He cut it through.
That's my rat. I love him. I love him.
Ratting away in Italy.
My captain's always my captain.
And then you had the Stone goal, which was a thing of beauty. That was a nice pass from Rich Marner, and then after
was it Suzuki?
Suzuki tipping. He was.
I don't think he did it on purpose.
No, there was the McKinnon. Who gets
that was a power play goal.
Yeah, the power play from. And who gets the assists? Like Crosby and McDavid. I love watching these stats. You know, McKinnon scores on a power play. Crosby and
guys, what are the most points today? McDavid, three assists.
Yeah,
he's quiet but on fire.
A lot of chances.
Yeah. He could have had 2 goals.
And did you notice on the McKinnon goal when McDavid got the puck down low, he was behind the net. The defense was completely lost, and no one was on McKinnon. And he was the only one who saw eyes on him. I think the way he drew that play, it just messed up Czechia's defense today, and McKinnon was left completely alone on the side of the net. And just so a lot of the goals today, besides the Horvat one, which was really nice between the legs, you can't really give it to the goal scorers. It was Marner. What a beautiful saucy. It was sick. Yeah, the first goal, which was what's his name, Celebrini's goal. It was what made it so beautiful was what was it called?
Makar?
Yeah, the tip. Oh yeah, we already talked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you think they probably do, but in Italy and all these people, all these fans from other countries, they must know who McDavid is. They must know
for sure.
They know all these. Because we don't know any Russian players like from the Russian league, or we don't know like Finnish players.
That
unless they play in the NHL,
yeah.
But we don't know. But you think they watch NHL hockey in Finland? Well, I guess they do, right? In Sweden and in Italy, probably not in Italy, but I think Russians watch the NHL. They must.
Yeah.
Regular people know Crosby. Well, Crosby
all the best NHL Russian players play in the NHL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they know about their players. Like Ovechkin,
I think the hockey program set up.
They know about Marchand. They know about
Yeah.
The best league in the world for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That goes without saying. But I'm just, are people aware of the NHL as much?
As long as they got ice rinks in their country or their city, I think it's a fair guess to say that if you have a hockey program, even at a minor level, you got to have some awareness of what's going on in the hockey world.
I was just curious.
I don't know. I would see that more than I don't know.
Like maybe I'm asking, like maybe not Finnish and Sweden; those are hockey countries.
Yeah.
But like Italy, Italians go there. They know what McDavid is. I'm just curious to know if they know who these people are.
I don't know.
Good question. I think so. It's a good question. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I would actually say most of the people in Italy don't know much about hockey.
Maybe not Italy, but all the other countries like Russia, Czechia, Slovakia, Finland, Sweden,
I guess
Germany.
More they would know.
Yeah.
Because like you go to a country like Portugal and you ask them, do you know more about soccer? Do you know more about hockey? For sure,
they're going to say about hockey.
Exactly. They don't know. And I think Italy's probably very similar. Doesn't mean they don't have any ice rinks. For sure, they have ice
teams
rinks.
Like France and Italy, they're more
like Germany. You think Germany is very aware of the NHL league?
Yeah. Germany
produces
they're a big hockey
pretty
presence.
Good NHL.
They have a big hockey presence, Germany. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just wanted to. I found this clip. It's very funny. It's John Hamm, the guy from
Skip the Dishes.
Mad Men.
Yeah.
So this is a little funny. Already opened it. Put the sound on.
All right, Team USA, listen up. Whoa, I just got chills. You guys feel that? It's an honor to speak to you all before you head off to the Olympics. You're going to Milan to bring home the biggest prize of all.
Canadian tears.
I can't hear anything.
Wait, what? What did Canada do?
Stuff.
Sorry, what? You can't hear?
I don't hear anything.
Do you hear?
No.
Let's rewind it.
All right, Team USA, listen up. Whoa.
You guys hear it now?
Yeah.
Just got chills. You guys feel that? It's an honor to speak to you all before you head off to the Olympics. You're going to Milan to bring home the biggest prize of all.
Canadian tears.
Yeah. Exactly. Wait, what? What did Canada do?
Stuff.
They're usually so polite.
Not anymore.
Really? No. Are we sure we can't just hug it out? No. Go get them, boys.
I found that pretty funny. So they still haven't forgotten. It's still raw in their head.
That's gonna come back to bite them in the ass, man.
Oh yeah. Nothing's good. Nothing.
Bite back
good
the
is gonna
Canadians
come
or
out
the
of it.
Americans? What do you mean?
The Americans.
I think the Americans. Yeah, nothing good's gonna come out of that.
Because there's two players on this team on Canada that are determined to win. McKinnon and McDavid. McKinnon and McDavid both never played for the Canada for the Olympics.
Yeah.
And McDavid was pissed when he couldn't go last time because the NHL wouldn't let them go. Then COVID hit. Blah 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 blah. These guys, you could tell in their eyes, they're
hungry.
They're business, all business, man.
That Four Nations wasn't enough.
But it's been a while since pro players have been at the Olympics, no?
Since 2022. Since
Sochi, no?
It's 12 years.
Yeah. Since Sochi.
Yeah. 12 years. It's crazy. Anyways, those other games in the today. Who else played? The U.S. won 5-1.
Yep.
But yesterday there was Italy played Sweden, right?
That's right.
They were giving it. They were playing well, man. I was like, okay, let's go. There's something until Pedersen smashed into the goalie and Clara and then took him out of the game.
I was very impressed by the Italian team.
Yeah,
especially the goalie Clara there.
Yeah. He's 6'5", huh?
Yeah, he looked massive. Yeah. But even the way he was moving side to side, he's like he had a lot of energy. Like
he wasn't 100% perfect, but he was moving. He was moving good. Yeah.
Who's Swedes goalie? Saros, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he like the NHL smallest goalie right now?
He is the NHL smallest goalie.
I think I heard that somewhere where
he's the smallest goalie in the NHL.
Going up against Clara, which is just complete opposites. It's to see them at two opposite ends. You see the difference quickly. And
you see the big difference. But to see Italy do what they did, I was impressed.
Yeah, they played very well. They were fast. I found they were pretty fast.
Is this true, Tony? And you can correct me. Majority, if not all, their players come from two teams in Italy that are drafted. All the players that are on the Italian Olympic team come from two top teams in Italy. Basically,
no, not really, because sometimes Italy will take players from Canada that have Italian origin. They can play for like.
Well, I know there's a guy from Montreal who's on their training staff.
Yeah, they take from wherever they can find. You know.
Okay.
I know a few players that played in the Italian league. They played here.
Yep.
And they didn't make it far here, but they went to play professionally
in Europe.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is there like the teams? Are they like Juventus and Milan, or?
What do you mean?
Because I know a lot of teams they have the soccer team, but they also have the same name for other sports.
No.
Like I know Portugal, they have a sporting team for soccer, but they have a sporting team for volleyball or basketball maybe or something like that. It's like that in other countries.
I don't know. I've never looked into the Italian hockey because it's not big there.
Because technically they're a sporting, not a company, but a sporting group.
Mm-hmm.
So they have that Juventus, but they play different sports. Well, I don't know about Italy, but I know other places like that.
The only thing I know about Juventus is they have the young kids, and then they have the women's that are all Juventus. But I don't know if there's any other sports apart from
Juventus.
soccer. I think it's just soccer. Yeah. One game that really impressed me yesterday was the first game of the ice hockey. Slovakia versus Finland.
Wasn't that nice?
Huh?
Wasn't that nice?
Well, you're playing the defending champions, okay? And the Finns are stacked.
Yeah, they are stacked.
For me,
it didn't look that game. It did not look that game.
After Canada and the States,
yeah,
the third strongest team for me would have been the Finns.
Yeah,
but they played amazing, and
Slav's goals were like fucking nice goals. Man.
Yeah,
really nice goals, man.
He took over that game.
Controls.
Wow,
man. He almost got a hat trick.
Yeah, he almost got a hat. It's true.
He had a stick in his hand. He would have had a hat trick, but he got the assist on it though.
Yeah.
I don't know how they gave him the assist, but they gave him the assist. Yeah. So I was impressed. So, but the good thing is they lost one game, which is okay because everybody's still gonna get a chance to try to get to the medal rounds, right? Because it's just the preliminaries.
Yeah.
But that was a big statement game by Slovakia, that's for sure.
They had a tough opponent too, so they got that out of the way too.
Huh?
They had a tough opponent.
Yeah,
so
sure.
They didn't have it easy.
Finland didn't look like a top tier team. Like
no,
against Slovakia.
He's played 8 games in his Olympic history. I read a stat yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 9 goals in 8 games.
That's crazy.
Because he scored 7 goals in the 7 games 4 years ago in the Olympics.
Well, that's like he was in the Olympics?
Yeah. The year of his draft, he played the Olympics. He played with Thomas Tatar too. And this year again, he's playing with Thomas Tatar, and he got 2 goals yesterday. Impressive.
Where is he, Tatar? Must be in the Finnish league somewhere?
In Europe, I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me this, but I think so. Yeah.
You're right.
And I was listening to a stat from I think an insider. They said when he first played 4 years ago with Tatar was the one, driving that line, and he was following under his wing and stuff. This year, it was all Slavkovsky. It wasn't Tatar the main, because that was the top line, right?
Yep.
Like he's come a long way, man. He's this year, man. He's with Montreal and what I've seen yesterday.
Yeah,
man. He's growing a lot. It's coming out year, I think.
I think he's going to come back to the season with a lot of confidence after this tournament.
Oh,
well, who is it that said it? Mike said it last week, and it's good to maybe rest and be ready and get pumped to finish the season, but also to play for the Olympics and get that experience. And it's also like it's invaluable the experience you get to play for the Olympics, to play for your team, to play for your country,
absolutely,
and bring it back to your NHL team.
It's what every player wants.
Yeah,
that's every dream.
I remember Price. He was kind of struggling one year, and then they did it was kind of like a Four Nations. It was that team of the young people were in a team, and it was like a mixed European team with US, and it was a few years back.
The World Cup.
It was just the NHL players. Yeah. Anyways, after Price won. That rest of the season, he was on fire, man.
Yeah.
He had so much confidence. He was unstoppable, man. The rest of the season. So yeah, if you have a good Olympic,
he had an amazing performance though that year. That's what proved to the world that he was the number one goaltender. At the time.
After that, he was he was always in the talk of number one. Yeah,
he was number one. After that.
I agree.
Well, before we go to the next topic, tomorrow Canada's playing Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's less a lesser team than Czechia.
How dare you? How dare you talk about them like that?
They're not gonna. They're gonna put a different goalie, right?
This is where you play Thompson. Yeah. This is it. You put in Thompson
and the backup.
So what happens? You lose. You go back to Benny, and that's fine. Benny already set the tone.
Or Kemper.
No.
Oh.
I think you go with Thompson, and that's it. You got to pick two goalies. You can't just
You don't want to give the third goalie at least a game?
You're hot. You just won 5-0.
Did you see what Cooper was doing today? He was trying to get everybody in right away. Keep nobody cold.
He was rolling them. Yeah.
And I just feel bad. What's his name? Morrissey got hurt. Freak.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's nothing bad. Or else we're down a defenseman right off the bat.
Yeah. Anyways. No, I say if you're a hot team right now and like they are, he just had a shutout. We shouldn't be talking about three goalies. Absolutely not. It should be one goalie, and let's see what he can do. But okay, so what if Thompson pulls a shutout? Then what do you do game 3? So then now you have a good problem. You're definitely not talking about Cooper anyway. So you would be going back to Benny. Either way, you stick with this. We're hot. If we would have got sloshed 5-0, then it would be like, let's put in Thompson. Thompson gets sloshed 3-1. Then we're like, we're throwing the chips on the table. We're going to roll the dice and we gamble with 3 goalies. But 5-0, man, you've got your goaltender. Yeah. You've got him.
But he also played well. Like he did
play well. There was a lot of shots on him, and I wouldn't say there was as many quality shots as Canada had. But
Canada kept them outside the perimeter. Like they kept them outside. They kept them on the outside, around the board. So,
which is good because Canada has size. Canada has a lot of size. We saw it in McDavid. Wilson. You see it in McKinnon. These guys throw their bodies around, and they're not afraid to use it. So if you keep it on the outside, that's where you want to be setting the tone.
Their forward centers, everybody back checks like crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like you saw it with Crosby, Suzuki, McDavid. They all back check. Like nobody's lazy on this team. Everybody works.
Yeah.
There's not one player that they take it easy. No, they all work.
Right. Before we end this Olympics, what are your predictions for early predictions? Just gold, silver, bronze. Okay, do we say to give the gold to Canada? Do we think after
it's theirs to lose? Anything can happen. It's theirs to lose. if it ends up being Canada versus the States in the end, then
who's your bronze? Who do you think would be the bronze this early? I'm just
this early.
Yeah, it's
Sweden?
just Sweden or Finland.
Slovakia.
That's it. It's.
I was gonna go.
I'm going for the underdog, Italy. Come on.
I don't know. I feel Sweden.
I think Slovakia.
Yeah, you call Slovenia?
After what I saw yesterday,
Okay,
I was impressed.
so
If
you
they can
think if
keep it up.
Slav keeps it up, he's gonna hold it.
Yeah,
they have a good team.
If they continue playing like this, yeah, for sure.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah.
before we go,
All right.
I just want to go recap on the chats. All right, so Wonderphil just popped in.
What's
Show
up,
us the
Phil?
support. Thank you, Wonderphil. I don't know if you're still there, but thanks for the support. Steve, I don't know. This guy's the worst waiter in the world. I don't know.
Shit, so I'm still waiting for my wine.
He's chatting. He's chatting online while he's supposed to be serving people at restaurants.
How's he doing this?
He's still online though. He's still watching. Wonderful. Thanks for showing up. Steve, Slab baby, told you guys Slovakia is going to be dangerous. Yes,
Yep.
he predicted. Let's go back to C. Meller. Habs were McDavid. Habs are world renowned. So I'm guessing when I was asking the question, people know
Yeah.
about the Habs. 2014 was the last time they played. Frenchie Woodsman. He sent a message. I saw it, but he redacted it. Retracted it. All right. Don't be shy. It's okay if you make mistakes. All right. Let's go to the next
judge you.
topic. All right, Tony, you brought this up.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So the next topic are three players that keep coming up. If Montreal needs to make a trade, they should either go or they're actually rumored to be interest in Montreal for Montreal to want to go get them. So I wanted to know what you guys think about each one of these players: Blake Coleman, Robert Thomas, and Nazem Kadri. Do you think Montreal should like each of them has their own little story?
Their own style.
Like, let's start with Blake Coleman. He also plays in Calgary with Kadri.
There was talk about him like a month or two ago about Coleman.
There's still talk about him, but it's between him and Kadri. They're more or less the same age. They're in their 30s, you know. I think Kadri's a year younger or a year older. I'm not sure. I don't see Calgary trading Coleman. Plus, he's too old, right? It's not a perfect fit for Montreal, you know. I don't think it's a player. If they're gonna trade a center, it's gonna be Kadri. Because with a salary and this, so I don't see him. I don't see.
Well, if you want to talk about Coleman and Kadri side by side, both
take
Stanley Cup.
If you would side by side, who would you take?
I would have to ask you, what are you looking for? Are you looking for your centerman, or are you looking for a good winger? Coleman is your winger guy. He's the guy that's going to rush to the boards. Kadri is your face-off. He's your
Coleman's
two-way.
a center, though. He's playing center on.
Is he
team.
playing?
Yeah, he's a centerman.
He's playing because I thought he was
plays
playing.
both.
He plays.
He's a center.
Okay. All right. My bad. I always saw Coleman. I always see him as a winger.
He's a center. Yeah, he's a center winger, right
okay.
winger. He's playing center.
Okay.
So
I would take.
I would take Coleman, but I don't think.
Short term.
I don't think Calgary is planning to trade for him.
Okay.
Well, Kadri does have a cup, right? He has a cup. And
Yeah, but Colorado.
Yeah.
I hated him when he was in
Coleman,
Toronto.
Coleman has a cup.
I'm not sure.
I remember hating Kadri when he was in Toronto because he's kind of like radish. No, he's kind of little. He played a little dirty a bit.
Yeah, he plays on the edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we need a guy like that. If he was to come to Montreal, I don't think it's the worst thing. But is he worth coming to Montreal? I think we're pretty.
I like I said every other week, I don't think they need to, unless they find the right trade. I don't think they need to force it unless because they're gonna have to give up something, and give up a little bit more for the right person. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So I think all these rumors, if Montreal, let's say, happens to go trade with Calgary, it's gonna be Kadri, but I really hope they don't, because I don't see him as a fit.
But would Kadri, maybe not a fit for the whole team, but would he be a good asset during a playoff run?
Absolutely. He's a perfect playoff player. But Montreal wants to get into the playoffs now and gain experience. They're not ready to get him because they need to make sure they win the Stanley Cup because they're not winning the Stanley Cup.
I'm gonna go with Coleman. Coleman won Stanley Cup twice, back to back with the Tampa Bay Lightning in 2020 and 21. He's gonna bring experience. I knew these two guys had it, and I just feel like you said he just has that edge over Kadri. Something about Kadri that I don't want to say he's uncoachable or just he comes in with luggage. I feel like he's just. Is he going to be problematic? Is he going to be another Patrick Laney with the Montreal Canadiens? Is he going to be? There's guys out there, and I find Kadri's one of them. It sucks, and that's why for that reason I would take Coleman.
My pick would have been Coleman too, but I don't think he's going to be made available. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. I want to see what you guys thought about it.
But what about your other guy?
That's what I was going to get. No, okay. What do you guys think about Robert Thomas?
Good centerman. He's a very good playmaker.
I love the playmaker. The rumor is Montreal should trade Hage to go get Thomas. Who would you rather have, Hage or Thomas?
Well, Hage hasn't proven himself yet, right?
No.
I would not trade Hage for Thomas.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so because Hage is, I think he's taller. His ceiling looks to be very good as a center, and Hage is going to be a different center than what Thomas is. You know what Thomas is? He's another Nick Suzuki. They're the same size. They play the same way. They're both a left-handed shots. If you want two centers, two center top 1 and 2, you want two different types of centers on your team, right? Mm-hmm. Why go get a player that you already another center with the same style of a center that you already have? You want diversity. You need diversity. So this is why I wouldn't trade him I wouldn't give up Hage for Thomas, and I think there's a better option than Thomas. The reason his name is coming up is because St. Louis is doing shit, and they're willing to make a hockey trade, and obviously he would be available.
Right.
But I don't think he's a fit as well.
No, I agree.
So all these rumors, I hope Montreal doesn't stray away from their plan and give in, as he's a great player, but he's very, very similar player to what Nick Suzuki is. They're similar in age, similar in size, similar. They shoot the same left, and they play similar styles. They're both 200-foot players. They're great. So why do you need a lower type Suzuki? You know.
So you're saying get something different.
Yeah. You want a bigger defense, a bigger forward, center. With maybe a right-handed one if possible, you know. Mm-hmm. He plays a different style, you know. That's just my opinion.
I agree.
He's very similar to Suzuki. You know, you want your lines to be a bit diverse, right?
Yeah.
So that's my take on it. What do you guys feel different? What do you guys think in the chat?
I just want to confirm. So out of all three, you're still. Let's say that would happen a trade. What you would prefer, Kadri, Tony?
No, I would prefer Coleman, but I don't think he's gonna be available. And if Montreal does decide they need to go get a player, I think they're gonna end up going for Kadri, because St. Louis is gonna ask for Hage for sure, and I wouldn't trade Hage for Thomas. No way. And if I have to trade Hage for Thomas, I wouldn't trade him for Thomas. To go back to what I just said, not to be redundant, but it's another Suzuki. You don't need another Suzuki. You need if you're gonna get a center, go get yourself a different type of center, not something you already have. You know. Yeah.
And Tony number 2.
Tony number 2.
No, I don't know if you guys noticed they're dressed exactly alike.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Mini Tony.
Except for I don't look like Shrek. Tony. This is Shrek
looking. You would go Coleman too?
I would go Coleman. Of those 3 picks, I'm gonna pick Coleman. He's got the Stanley Cup experience. I like him over Kadri. I just didn't think he played center.
He plays both.
But I thought he was just a stronger winger. But if he's good on both, it's a plus. Get your guy.
Center, yeah.
He can play center and he can play the wing. There's your plus.
But realistically, who do you think would come to Montreal?
Kadri. Realistically, yeah, Kadri.
Like, okay, let's say Coleman's off the market, but you can have Kadri or Robert Thomas. You would pick.
I don't know if he's off the market. Just don't think.
Okay, but this hypothetical.
Yeah. Okay.
Coleman's. They're not trading Coleman, but you have access to Thomas and Kadri. You still go Kadri.
If they're gonna trade for him, but it depends what they're gonna give up.
Yeah.
He also comes with a hefty contract, right? And he's in the books for another 3 years. Yeah.
Kadri is $7 million a year, right?
Yeah, 7 point something. Yeah, 7.4 or something, and for another 3 years. And he's turning 35. He's 34 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. So by the time he's done, he's 38.
He doesn't have much time left. Yeah. And $7 million.
Well, he got a big after the Stanley Cup. I think he got a big payday, no?
Yeah.
Happened. All right.
Yeah.
Continue?
Yeah. Let's go to the next topic.
Okay, I think we spoke about this already, but
we did.
Well, we kind of mentioned that he killed the last game.
Yeah.
Killed the last. No. The question here is,
if he could be
all this talk about getting a center, getting forwards. The way Safkowski is playing, not now, but what do you guys think about him actually being your actual center in the future? Maybe like 2-3 years down the road from now.
Does he win faceoffs?
I agree with what you said at the beginning. Not now. You need that big centerman. I get it. He's got lots of talent. He's a playmaker. It's perfect. Look at what Slav's done so far. He's so good playing with Suzuki. Great centerman. Let's not, first of all, he's playing good with Suzuki, and not only is he playing good with him, but he's developing as a player because he's young.
He's not playing with Suzuki,
isn't he? He plays on the.
No, they removed him. He only played with Suzuki the first 2 months.
But
he's playing with Demidov and
Kapanen.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy is in the boards. He's getting experience. Your centerman, you need to focus on the 200 feet game. You got to focus on your face-off. You got to focus. Is Slav playing that game right now where you have to add that pressure at such a young age on him right now? Why not finish developing him?
You could make a good point, but the reason why I said this, if you watch him play, he's playing the wing on the second line with Montreal, and the center on that line is Kapanen, but he's driving the line like a centerman. This is the reason I'm bringing this up. He's
Why
a winger.
Do you say he's driving the line like a center?
Because the wingers on the team are playing like centers, and the centerman on that line is playing like a winger.
That's why they're playing so well. Everyone's confused. It's a mind game.
He's 6'1". He goes to the board. He carries the puck. He's good defensively. He plays a good 200-foot game.
Yeah.
He can carry the puck. He's doing amazing. He's doing everything.
Winger, right?
He's doing everything that the center is doing. So keep him on the wing, and let him continue to play that. Bring in Hage by next year. See how that develops. If you don't find the center that you need by that time, you have a player that could potentially turn into a center because. The way he's evolved. Look what he did yesterday in the Slovakia game. He was driving the line again.
Yeah.
Look at the goal he scored from the middle. That second goal, where he wristed it. He was in a position like he's a winger. He was in a position. Thomas Tatar is the center on the line.
Vision, though.
Yeah. So I see him as a center. Not as I see him as a winger, but the way he's playing, there's a lot of qualities that he has as a center, and he can do it because he's doing it right now as a winger. He's supposed to be playing like a winger, but he's driving the line. He's doing a lot of things a centerman is supposed to be doing on that line. That's why Kapanen got the goals he has. He's just positioning himself where he's supposed to, like a winger is supposed to do, and able to score. He's still the centerman on the line. But him and Dov are driving the line.
Yeah.
You bringing up, right?
No, I was just checking if he was playing, what position he was playing.
He's playing right wing. Yeah.
But why do you think he should be center? Did he play center before?
No. But like I said it a couple of weeks ago, and then even yesterday or the day before, I heard it. I don't know who said it. Somebody also said it. I goes, I've been thinking about this too. Like eventually, we should consider about.
But how is he on the face-offs? I was asking before.
Huh?
Is he good at face-offs?
Yeah, he's good at face-offs. But I think it was Arpan Basu that said it 2 days ago. He goes, Montreal has been adamant with getting the center, but eventually, look at the way he plays right now on that second line with Demidov. Eventually, why not try him? Maybe he can be our future center. I'm not saying right now, but as he's developing, if he continues to progress the way he is, you never know. Maybe we might actually have our second line center already on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just an option. I'm not saying that's the way we have to do it, but Montreal now has options because he's developing better than I thought, and he's showing other qualities than just what we expect from him to develop into as a winger. He's showing centerman qualities as well. So let's continue to see where this goes, because if he continues to progress the way he is, maybe we might have our centerman on the team already.
What happens if he sucks up at face-offs though?
But he already is taking face-offs.
He takes face-offs when the guy gets kicked out.
Yeah, but he's able to take face-offs. But
yeah,
I'm not worried about face-offs. Even if you suck, face-offs is something you can work on, and you can get better at.
Yeah, it's not something everybody
could do.
I know that, but
specific talent.
The main goal is that he's able to play the center position. He's able to carry the puck. He's able to drive the line. He's able to drive the puck to the net.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
He's able to do the 200 feet. He's able to play defensively. He's doing that already. So there's aspects of his games that I see. He has qualities that a centerman has. He's bringing that already on the line. So if he continues to improve on that, and he gets better on it, then maybe Montreal, I'm not saying now, but I'm saying maybe in a year from now, or maybe two, maybe consider it. If he's evolving the way he is, we're gonna maybe it's always a plus. I'm not saying we got to put him center, but if Montreal is taking their time, they have time now. Take your time with the center. If you don't find your center, wait till next year. And next year, if you don't and you see a progression, maybe try him. That's all I'm saying. It's another option.
It's an interesting take.
It is an interesting take. Not now. I agree. It's an interesting take that in 2 years, the team's still going to be young. The prospects they're going to be growing. They're going to be in their prime. It would be interesting to see him.
He's built like a center.
I agree. He is built like a center. It's just I would have to see him playing a centerman position, meaning you got to come back. You got to play that 200 feet, and you got to. Yeah. You're right. The face-offs don't matter, but it's a different role.
Who's in the car? Yes, I know he's a winger, but
conservative lawyer. So watch it. He might sue you. Watch what you say.
I know he's a winger, but the way he's playing, eventually, you never know. There's always an option if he continues to develop. We'll see. It's just an idea, You never know.
Like a billy goat.
But he is.
I don't know about a goat, but he's still young.
I remember when about a year ago, we were talking about if we can consider Slav as a power forward, because
he's a power forward.
He is.
Now he is. Now I see it now. But back then
they drafted him for that. They drafted him.
But he wasn't playing he wasn't really playing like he is now.
Yeah, but he was young. He came into the league at 18.
I get it, but he grew into one. Yes.
Yeah.
But
anyways, that was my take on it. It's an option. I've said it throughout the few weeks that he's been playing like a winger center on the lines, and then when Basu mentioned the same thing the other day, and I go, I see.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. He's also saying it. He's also saying it too. So I just wanted to see your take on it. I'm not saying now, but I'm saying if it continues to evolve, you never know. Anyways,
I think it's worth the discussion, whether it's here or in the locker room. But it's worth
in the future
to be. To make a good prospect.
He wrote. The lawyer wrote, "Let's see what Hage can do before we start playing." Yeah, like you said.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's it. We have time. Let's see what Hage can do. because we don't need to rush and make a drastic decision to get a centerman right now, because we also have Hage in the pipeline. So it's just another option that we can have if we don't want to rush making that trade. If we don't find the right trade, we have Hage, we can try out Slavkovsky, and if that doesn't work, and then eventually we have more time to go get that centerman. There's no reason to rush. It's one step at a time. I like the way these guys think, the management. They don't want to rush things. They're thinking long term instead of a short term fix. I agree. We should. This is why I'm mentioning it 2-3 years down the line, because there's still Hage that has to come up, right?
Yep.
Anyways, that's my take on it.
Very good. Interesting point.
Take 2.
And let's finish it off with free up salary, no forced trades. It's kind of been the theme tonight. Well, you kind of hit it with the Kadri topic.
So about the whole point of this last topic is this is what should the Habs do at the trade deadline? I think their main priority, and you guys chime in and let me know if you have another opinion, but I think their main priority just to try to free up salary, like get rid of Laine if they could, and don't force a trade if you don't need to. Unless, like, if you need to make a trade, do these small trades, get more depth on defense. If you want to bring in a goalie or bring in a bottom 6 forward, get somebody heavy for the playoffs, somebody that can play more of a playoff style. Don't force a trade and give up a big chunk of your future with a prospect and an asset just to get a player because you want to make an impact on unless you find the perfect fit, So I think their priority right now should be free up salary and make a trade if you can, but don't force a major blockbuster unless you have to.
The question you got to ask yourself, okay, you're going to free up salary. I agree with you, and I think we talked about it in a previous episode where Montreal has a solid core right now of young guys that you don't want to change anything. They're running hot before the All-Star break. They're still running hot after the All-Star break. Let's see where they go with this young core. Don't break it because they're hot. But you got to free up space. And to me, you got a few guys on the Canadiens lineup right now that are taking up a lot of numbers in the wallet. Patrick Laine at the top at 8.7 million.
9 million.
9 million contract space.
Can you even move him?
Anybody can move. Anybody on.
This is what I think they're gonna do. I think they need to showcase him because I think there's teams that might willing to take him for the playoffs, but he hasn't played.
That's why I hope he comes back.
And if they don't, you know what? He's coming back to the team for the stretch run. So it's like a trade. Use him. Use him sporadically.
Yeah.
Put him on the top line if you need to sometimes. See how he works out with Suzuki. You never know. Maybe before the trade deadline, somebody will buy it. If not,
bring up his value right before the trade deadline as much as you could.
The worst thing comes to worst. At the end of the season, you lose him for nothing.
You're stuck with him. Because,
but
I mean, you're going to keep him for the end of the season, and then you'll just lose him. But I think
they're not going to resign him. That's for sure.
Absolutely not.
They want to try to get something for him. That's why they're trying to get rid of him.
I don't see who's going to take him. Like you got to bring him into the Habs. He's got to play like an all-star, and then you got to convince yourselves as a fan and as a team, okay, we're still going to let him go. Just right after the fact that he's been playing like an all-star, but he's that 9 million is covering way too much of a space.
It's not that it's covering too much of a space. I don't see him as a fit. Where are you going to fit him? He doesn't fit the image and the DNA of the way Montreal needs to play. He's an older player.
Yeah.
He's not that old, but he's slow. He's not good on the boards. He's a good player for the power play. But
that slap shot.
But he can't keep up with the pace. The pace Montreal has, St. Louis plays a fast-paced game, with speed. He wants the puck to be carried in. He doesn't like the dump and chase stuff. Right. It doesn't work. The type of style that they have, it doesn't fit. So, I don't see him anywhere. I'm not trying to say he's not talented. He just doesn't fit the the structure of what Montreal's trying to put together.
I just want to. I see a comment by a conservative lawyer. Who do you take out of the lineup to play Laney? It's a good question. Like
Maybe Veleno?
No, Bolduc.
Bolduc? Yeah, I agree.
Bolduc,
Not Veleno.
Veleno's been useful. St. Louis has been utilizing him even the last 5 minutes of the games on defensive zone face-offs. To try to end the game. He has him on the ice at the end of the last 2 minutes of the game. No, he's been playing well. You know, he's accepted his new role. Bolduc has been doing horrible. I would take Bolduc out.
Okay.
Sorry. The only downside is now he's no longer waiver exempt.
Right.
So he's gonna have to clear waivers now because he's played too many games. You know.
Okay. Well, so if we don't have Laney as an option, there's still other guys that are still taking up a chunk of change on the Montreal Canadiens right now, and I'm going to shoot them out. And I'm curious to hear what you think. Brendan Gallagher at $5.5 million.
That's untradeable.
Why?
Who's going to take Brendan Gallagher? No, he's. Look, I'm not saying never say never, but
I see that $5.5 million, and it's like. You got to do something about it. Can you bring him up? Can you showcase? Like, can you?
So Montreal can make a trade, and when they come back, and a roster player can go, and then Laine can come back on the team. But
there's nothing that's going to come out of
another player they can sit. Gallagher. If you don't want to sit, if you don't want to sit Bolduc, you can sit Gallagher. Gallagher can't be playing every game, especially with the condensed schedule that they have. That's another option you can sit. If you don't want to sit Bolduc, you can sit Gallagher. And just we have to try to showcase Laine, and we have to try to at least try to trade him. If we can't trade him, play him, use him.
You're talking about
Laine. Use him sporadically because. It's gonna be a heavy schedule until the end of the year, because of the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
So, by giving players like Gallagher a rest, or switching him in for Bolduc, or even if you have to sit out Veleno, you have options. And then Laine can also sit out if he's not doing well. You have options. So, and at the same time, if you're showcasing him and he's doing it, maybe. A team like Washington might pick him up. You know,
1 year just.
Well, it's 1 year. It's this year, and then if they want to resign him, it's up to them. But he's a rental player.
And what do you think of Josh Anderson?
I would keep him.
You would keep him at $6.5 million?
Right now, I would keep him out of all three: Laine, Gallagher, and Anderson.
And Anderson?
Yeah, because he would be a perfect fit for when they're in the playoffs.
Because of the size and the...
the size, the grit, the speed. Yeah, he's still young. It's Gallagher. The contract. It's hard.
You're right, though. It's tough to... He's a tough sell.
Yeah, he's a tough sell.
Almost $6 million. Brendan Gallagher is a tough sell. Yeah. It's
a hard guy to get... The hard guy to get rid of. He's a fan favorite. Even though he's getting
old. I'm a fan favorite of his. I love the way he plays. He plays with heart, but he's just...
Oh, you're
it's
right.
a business at the end of the day, right?
It is.
Yeah. Well, I was just looking over here because I just want to make sure, because I wasn't sure because of the Dobson trade that Montreal got rid of 2 first-rounders, right?
No.
But we still have... In a Dobson trade, held 2 first-rounders, but traded them both to acquire Noah Dobson in 2025.
1 first-rounder.
Well, they had one from the Monahan trade and their first-rounder for Noah Dobson, right? I just want to confirm they still have the first rounder for this draft pick.
It says right at the top, it hold 1 first rounder.
They still have 1.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think Montreal is deep enough to get rid of Laine with a first rounder?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you think it's a stupid idea to try and get Laine away and throw in a first rounder?
What Montreal wants to do with Laine is...
Because you're not... Who's going to take him?
But somebody that wants to pick... Montreal's going to hopefully trade him and maybe get him for a conditional pick or a 4th or a 5th. They're not expecting much for that, okay? You want to keep that first-round pick because you want to put it into a package with a prospect, with a roster player, and go get that big hockey trade when you find the perfect fit. Don't give up. Don't just go throw away draft picks. Your window's not there that you're gonna win the Stanley Cup. Don't go make stupid moves.
Free up so much money though.
No, they're not at tight where they're under the cap. I'm just saying, it's money. It's useless money wasted. He's not being utilized. If this guy was on the team, we could trade him. If not, he's helping the team. But he's not helping the team. He's hurt, and now that he's not hurt, where are you going to put him? All our players are playing so well together. Why do you want to disrupt? But you have to showcase him. He doesn't fit on the team, which is the whole issue. So we have to get rid of him. So Montreal, if they're going to trade him, it's going to be a loss for them. But at least they get something for him. If they have to retain a percentage of his salary and give it to somebody for a conditional pick, whatever that may be, do it. Just get rid of him. But I wouldn't trade him for with a first round draft pick. That would be insane. No, keep that first round pick for when they actually need it and make a big trade.
Yeah, I was just wondering because besides McKenna, apparently it's not very deep this draft. So maybe it's not a good draft to keep.
It's not that. It's so competitive. Most teams don't know if they're buyers or sellers. Usually by this time of year, you have half the teams they know they're not making the playoffs, you know? So now it's going to go down. I think this year it's going to go down to the last day, March 2nd. And
it's going to go down.
Yeah, you're going to see more trades, I think.
You think it's going to be an interesting trade deadline?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So no, I would not trade a first round draft pick with Laine. It does not make sense. The whole point is just to get rid of him.
Watch in 2 weeks, Ken Hughes does that. Watch in 2 weeks after the Olympics, big announcement. Ken Hughes gets rid of Laine in a first round.
For who?
Yeah.
Huh? No, just to get rid of him, just to someone take him.
No.
Yeah, but you wouldn't combine it with the
first thing they'll
rounder.
do is they're gonna try to retain salary.
Yeah.
Because but I was reading up a couple of weeks ago, and I said it in last week's show too. If they retain salary and they trade him, the other team that's taking him is probably in for like the league minimum, like $900,000 to $1 million left because of what's left of the year. So it's not much. If somebody who's making a run and wants to use them on their special teams, he's good. But Montreal's going to try and showcase him to say, look, he can still play. So it'll be a little bit easier because there's a lot of teams on the fence about not wanting to take him. He's been always hurt, you know?
All right.
Keep Laine.
Billy.
Okay, why keep Laine? Explain, Billy.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
Spotlight's on you. Speak up.
No. But
if there's a spot on the lineup for him, yeah.
Insurance.
Just in case someone gets hurt.
You think?
Who's thinking? That's what he's thinking? Yeah.
But he's not gonna make a difference on the line. On any line.
You don't
we just want to use him for the power play. We have enough players
to
use rotate a power play. No. If he can skate, if he can jump in your top
lines.
No, your two top lines. Who are you gonna get rid of on your two top lines? To put in Laine. That's going to be better. That's going to be. That's not as good as. That's not. Do you think Laine is going to be better then? I don't see it. I wouldn't take out Slafkovsky. I wouldn't take Damidov, and I would not take out Kapanen out of that line.
No.
He's the one that's going to get hurt.
Caulfield and Suzuki.
Yeah, top line you can't touch.
No, and I see Dog doing better than Laine on the top line. Because he can't skate. He can't keep up with the pace.
Would you say Dog?
Doc.
Ah, Doc.
Kirby Doc. No.
My man, my dog.
I prefer getting rid of him. If you have an injury, you bring up somebody from the bottom six. Bolduc, you could always temporarily play on the top six and bring in somebody from Laval. Montreal's young. They don't need to. They don't need to keep Laine. That's my take on it.
Yeah. Can Doc stay healthy?
Can Laine stay healthy?
Yeah. He doesn't have a good track record.
No.
He's a terrible
unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, but at least Doc can play physical. Doc can play in the corners. Doc can do stuff that Laine can't. Doc can't be the guy Laine is on a power play, that's for sure. But Doc's got a lot more skills on 5-on-5 and more of an asset, I find, 5-on-5 than Laine. 50 what?
50 points, maybe he's trying to say. 50 tops. 50 TP.
Anyways. Any other comments, guys, before we call it?
Laine is hurt too much. Just needs a spot from young kid like Florian Jacquet, for playing IMO.
In my opinion.
Sorry, 50-50.
50. Yeah, it is a 50-50. Yeah. Well, it's 50.
I don't think he's had a full season, with the Habs, Doc? He hasn't played a full season at all.
No. Look, I'm not trying to take anything away from Laine. I just don't see the way they're structured, the team. He doesn't fit anymore in their plans. And I think the management sees it, which is why they're trying to shop him. For sure, they're trying to shop him.
Hopefully he comes back and he shines a bit. Maybe
they're gonna play him if he can't.
Billy says, "What if you do have an injury leading into the playoffs and the Habs are making the playoffs? You gotta play him.
Well, they're gonna play him because he's an extra body." Yeah. Obviously they're gonna keep him, but I'm saying they don't see him as a long-term fit. If they can get something for him,
no.
So they're gonna do it. If they can't, they're gonna keep him. Obviously, they're gonna try to play him, but if they have an opportunity and a window to try to get rid of him, they'll do it. Why not? And then maybe it'll give them an opportunity to make another move.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this because of the way the management has been talking long term. They're looking long term. They're looking long term. So it's just an opportunity to continue getting assets and until they're ready to make that big move. Anyways, I don't want to be repetitive, but that's my take on it.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it a night. 9:30.
Very well.
Time to call a night. All right, guys, people in the chat. We appreciate it. We love the engagement. Thanks for coming out. And,
I agree, Billy.
Subscribe, hit that like.
Hit subscribe, hit that like. Tell your friends. Make sure they tell their friends.
Billy, I do agree. Like I said before, they should not give away assets to trade him. Exactly. If they're going to trade him, just try to retain salary and get a conditional pick, whatever. No assets. Keep the assets for that big trade. Yeah. I agree.
Thanks for chiming in, chat room.
Guys, we're here every Thursday, 8:30.
Yep.
We love the feedback. Come and join us. We appreciate it.
We won't wear green next time, me and Tony. It's okay.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the comments.
Have a good night.
Later.